So we just got concluded Trevor Foundation annual Ultrasound Suite 16. We're here with Dr. Wong and Dr. Dixon. Dr. Wong, your feedback on how things went this year.
Well, as usual, the things sell off.
Right.
Happy Sweet 16 to Trevor Foundation's involvement in the ultrasound program in Jamaica. We had perhaps 50 persons from different hospitals, brand new attendees who would have definitely learned a lot from the program, comprehensive program. It was set up by Dr. Dixon and his excellent team. They spent 2 days of listening to some very instructive lectures, both from foreign people from abroad and our local instructors, as well as some good hands-on time with the machine and our models. So it was overall an excellent 16th birthday gift. Yes.
All right, Dr. Dixon, your thoughts on the 16?
I share the sentiment of Dr. Wong. People talk about global health and knowledge exchange, and the real test of knowledge exchange is when the local, not just the local champions, but the local users end up taking over the program and taking it to another level. And this year, I can clearly see the transition where the physicians here in Jamaica will be spearheading these conferences, and we'll just come back, sit back, and just join them as they train new users. The super users are clearly what they are. They're super users. They've adapted the technology and they're taking it to another level. And we saw it very early that they were making diagnosis of cases that we weren't seeing in the US. So I'm confident that the amount of super users we have, about 12 of them, they will be sharing that knowledge with their co-physicians where they work. And this thing is going to multiply exponentially. So I'm excited about that.
Right, so American Friends of Jamaica has really stepped up. Second year that they are on board through the J-Hub program. How is that relationship going? Dr. Wong, your thoughts on that?
Well, my involvement with the Trevor Foundation and then J-Hub, the American Friends of Jamaica are really hands-on. We've had face-to-face meetings, we've had Zoom meetings with Wendy Hart, who has been pushing the program. Her interest is definitely there. She speaking about what we're going to do next year. She's looking at how she can expand the program. So there's no doubt the impact that American Friends has had on the expansion of handheld ultrasound use in Jamaica. And give kudos to her and her vision. And luckily for us, her vision ties in with the vision of the Trevor Foundation. And when synergy is there, all I can expect is great things for the future.
Dr. Dixon?
Yeah, I mean, once again, I echo what Dr. Wong is saying. American Friends of Jamaica, under the leadership of Wendy Hart and, of course, Karen Chung, they've been very instrumental in trying to push this thing forward, making it happen. So kudos to them for seeing the vision that we have shared for so many years of improving healthcare through bedside ultrasound, what's called point-of-care ultrasound. It's a winner for Jamaica. It's a winner for the Jamaican citizens, the Jamaican patients that come into the hospital. Many of these patients can't afford to go outside and get a radiology ultrasound. So when we're at the bedside and we say, you know what, your kidneys are not the problem, instead of sending them outside to spend $3,000-$4,000 to find out, or more, to find out that their kidneys are not the problem, these physicians, they don't charge them. They usually put the probe down on the bedside and say your kidneys are fine, let's look somewhere else, let's do other tests, but let's save you the fee that you'll charge. And sometimes we don't know. So this is very important. This is a win for Jamaican citizens. This is a win for everyone.
All right, so lastly, after 16 years of the program in Jamaica, Dr. Wong, would you say Jamaica is on its way regarding ultrasound?
Well, yes, we are. When we started, we were actually behind the ball. We were a couple decades probably behind in the technology we're using in our emergency rooms, to be honest. So we're on par, and once on par, as the technology grows, we hope to grow with the technology. So I think we're there. We're not where we can be just yet, but we're getting there. And small steps takes us to start the journey. And at the end, we'll be on par with our colleagues in the States, I'm sure.
All right, and Dr. Dixon, any closing thoughts?
Well, I mean, we'll get there eventually. But if we get more sponsors on board, people who buy into our vision, we can do so much more besides just ultrasound. Trusting in the Trevor Foundation, Jamaicans abroad helping Jamaicans at home. seen that the vision that we have is very clear, that, you know, it takes all of us thinking collectively and putting our money where our mouth is. You know, people are going to watch this video and say, hey, you know, they're doing great things, but we need more than that. We need you to invest in Jamaica. We can't just take from Jamaica. We have to invest back in Jamaica and make a better Jamaica for all of us. Thank you. That's all I can say.
If I can add, right? So we've been focusing on ultrasound and handheld units, but transplantation over 16 years and has not only been ultrasound, as you well know. So we spent 2 days doing ultrasound, and we spent another week seeing patients and doing lots of other stuff. You know, a long time ago, Trevor refurbished 2 of my emergency rooms, tiled it, fixed up, gave us stuff. You know, so it's the vision is not ultrasound. It's Jamaica. Right, so that's a part of the vision, and I share with Trevor. I'm not very active in there, but you know, that's all I can say.
You know, he's been very modest. You know, I don't know the lay of the land in Jamaica. I don't know the bureaucracy of how to get things done sometimes. And I can always pick up the phone and call Dr. Wong and say, Dr. Wong, I'm having a problem here. Can you point me in the right direction? And he points me in the right direction, which is sometimes that's all we need to do, not to waste time running left and right. But he says, this is the person you need to speak to. This is the person who I think can be most helpful. So Dr. Wong has been key for me being successful in the healthcare avenue. You know, Dr. Sonia Copeland, as you know, she was with the ministry and she's been very helpful also. But Dr. Wong is he does emergency medicine just like myself, so it's obviously it's easy for me to call him for emergency medicine questions. As you know, one of the most passionate project that I'm working on right now is the emergency medical services, the grill. We know Jamaica has had, you know, emergency services for many years. We're trying something different and more like a volunteer emergency medical services, where we're going to train citizens within the community to buy into making their communities better. Are we offering to pay them? No. And so far we've gathered 25 volunteers who said, I'm willing to do this for free for my community. We're talking firefighters, police officers. Right now, if a police comes on the scene and he's not trained to do CPR or to do anything medical, he's not doing it. But we have police officers who came and got the training, and they said, we're willing to help our community. We have firefighters who are not trained to do CPR, and they came on board and said they're willing to help. So we need Jamaica to buy into what we're doing, the Ministry of Health, the Minister of Finance. We need everyone to buy into what Jaja Foundation is doing.
Thank you, American Friends of Jamaica, and thank you, Jaja Foundation.
Three, two, one.
Jaja Foundation. Jamaicans abroad,
helping Jamaicans at home.